All right. Welcome to our virtual vinyasa. We are going to get set up on our mat today. So grab a block or a cushion, whatever may be comfortable. We'll sit there for a few minutes. And once you get into your seated position, we will draw down the eyes. So I'll meet you here on our mat. I have a block. And I like to sit cross-legged, but whatever is comfortable for you. And once you land, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Nice, tall posture, proud heart, open heart. One more time, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Bringing a smile to the face. Breathing deep into the belly. Just taking a moment here to arrive in the space. Remembering whatever came before this and whatever comes after these 30 minutes will be there waiting for you. And this next half hour is for you. Continuing to breathe deep into the belly, tucking the tailbone. Imagine there is a string coming out of the crown of the head, elongating your spine. Taking a moment and giving yourself some gratitude and appreciation for taking this time for you today. And as you breathe, relaxing the micro muscles in the face. Sometimes I like to tap or just gently bring the fingers up around the eyes, gently tapping down the cheeks into the jaw. Just bringing some awareness into these areas that we hold a lot of tension and letting it go. Maybe just shaking the hands a little bit. And as we begin our practice, I invite you to set an intention, your sankalpa, for either your practice today, but also an intention to take into the rest of the day and also the weekend. Once that intention is set, bringing the arms up overhead, palms kiss, gently bringing the hands down into heart center, pushing the thumbs into the chest. We'll bow our head, acknowledging our intention. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, letting it go. And we'll start with some gentle movement. If you'd like to remove the block or anything you're sitting on, you can do that and just put it out of the way. We're going to start in a child's pose for our first posture, bringing the knees to the edges of the mat, sinking the hips back and down. And I like to put the hands out as far as I can, almost as if I'm reaching and creating some dynamic movement between the hips, the shoulders, and then all the way from the toes to the fingers. So I'm pushing into the pads of my fingers and I'm pushing my hips back and down. So imagine if you were in a class, someone may actually be adjusting, pushing the hips down, but this is a self-adjustment that is really nice. And we're going to let the head be heavy here in the mat, letting the third eye touch the floor, the hips sinking back and down. The arms are active. The forearms are off the earth here. So just noticing how active this posture is, although it is a rest posture, but it's very grounding. Maybe moving the hips from side to side and opening up the space in the ribs here. Just taking a few breaths. Deep into the belly, exhale out through the mouth. Audible sigh if that feels good for you. One more. Deep belly breath, exhale. And on that exhale, slowly bringing the right hand and left hand over to the right, stretching out here, letting the chest be heavy on the right thigh, opening up through the left side body. Again, bringing the head down to the earth. Noticing if your left hip is lifting up to really high, maybe you need to walk back a little bit. This is not a flexibility test. This is just about creating space. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale over to the left side this time, letting the chest rest heavy on the left thigh. Arms are reaching, really elongating through the ribs here, opening up through the right side body. Big inhale, exhale, let it go. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, release. And come back through center. Awesome. Coming up to our tabletop position, letting the hands come under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. So we're creating some nice 90-degree angles here. Moving through cat-cow with the breath. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, push through the hands and round the spine. Moving with the breath. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, let it go. You can draw down the eyes if you'd like. Just listen to my voice. Do this a couple more times. Inhale to open, pushing through the pads of the fingers. Exhale, release, letting the tops of the feet really push into the mat. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, pushing, rounding the spine. And then with your breath, again, keep the eyes closed if you'd like. We're going to move into some unwinding. So really just moving the spine in circles, maybe switching directions, maybe coming backwards and forwards, whatever feels good for you. Not noticing what anyone else is doing, just noticing where it feels sticky, icky, and you need to just release some of that. Just do this for a few more seconds here. Rolling the spine, rolling the neck. And once you feel good, we'll come to our tabletop position. Extending the right leg back, we're going to open up through the calves. So just gently pumping the leg here, pushing the toes, coming forward and back, shifting the weight in the hands. Awesome. On your next inhale, lifting the right leg up, spine stays straight. Exhale, right foot crosses over the left and the gaze follows. So looking back towards your right foot and noticing the stretch that this really opens up through the right side body. One more big inhale here. Exhale, right leg comes over off the edge of the mat. Inhale, engage the core, arms come up overhead. Gaze to the sky, space between the ears and the shoulders, holding here for a moment. Big inhale to the belly, exhale, let it go, letting the hands come down to the mat. And just rocking gently back and forth as we open up into that hamstring a little deeper. Your next inhale, slowly bring your right knee back into a neutral tabletop and we'll switch sides. Left foot extends, pumping back and forth, pushing into the pads of the fingers so you're not dumping into your wrists. Opening up through the hamstring and into the calf. On your next big inhale, lifting the leg up, no arch in the back. Exhale, left foot comes over the right, gaze follows, looking back towards your left foot. And noticing how this side may feel a little different. Opening up through the left side body. Big inhale, left leg lifts, comes to the outer side of your left mat, opening up through your left hamstring. Now inhale, engage the core, come all the way up. Arms are reaching towards the ceiling, gaze follows if that's comfortable, otherwise your gaze can be in front. Big inhale, exhale, bring the fingers down to the mat. Slowly rocking back and forth, opening up a little more through that hamstring. Next inhale, planting your left knee beside your right, coming back into our tabletop position. Big inhale, tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly walking the dog here, bending the knees. Just noticing how this feels, most likely your first downward dog of the day. Be looking from side to side, looking under the left armpit, under the right armpit. Breathing deep into the belly. Again, notice if you're dumping into the wrists. We want to be pushing into the pads of the fingers. Biceps are by the ears, gaze is towards the belly button. Nice big inhale, exhale, let it go. And just gently start to find some stillness here. Breathing deep into all those sticky spots. Slowly taking the hands, walk back towards the feet, letting the head be heavy. Maybe grasping opposite elbow here and swaying side to side. If you want to keep the hands down, that works too. Bending the knees as much as you need. Nice big inhale, halfway lift. We're going to slowly walk over to the right side, taking the fingers and going as far as you can. If you'd like a little support, you can take the left hand to the right calf. Just give a little pull and slowly fold down, bringing the nose, the forehead in towards your right kneecap. We don't want to twist our hips. We want to keep our hips pointing forward. Get a nice stretch in through the left side body into the glute and into our IT band. One more inhale here. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze comes up. We're looking about a foot or two in front of us. If you start to feel dizzy, you can take this opportunity to come all the way up. Let the palms kiss. One more big inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. We'll come into the left side stretch. Let the hands plant down. Gently walk over to the left side, noticing if this side feels different. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, melt down. Now I notice for me, my left side is incredibly tight. They're both tight, honestly. So no judgment there. I like to close my eyes. It just helps me drop into what I'm feeling versus what I'm supposed to be looking like. You want to take your right hand and hold the left calf, you can do that. And just letting your body release, letting the tension release in the shoulders. One more inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come down, bend the knees. Inhale, lift all the way up, letting the head be the last to come up. Bringing the palms together and exhale, bringing the hands down through heart center. Closing the eyes here. Coming back to that intention that you've set for your class. Taking a breath. Noticing if your heart rate has picked up. And we'll move through some vinyasas. Inhale, arms come up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive, come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, we're going to slowly walk out to the front of the mat. Drop the knees for a modified chaturanga. Slowly release down. Inhale, baby cobra, just to get warmed up. Exhale, release, tuck the toes, push up to your downward facing dog. One big inhale here. Exhale, flutter the lips. I know it feels funny, but you'll thank me later. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back to the feet. Exhale, let the head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop the body down. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms come together. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, hands up. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, slowly walk all the way out to your plank or modified plank to drop to the knee. If you're at the full expression, you can slowly lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, flutter the lips. Why do we do this? It helps release a lot of the tension we hold in our sacral area. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back to the feet, letting the head be heavy. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, arms come up, reach towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up. gaze comes to ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly walk out to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Meeting in our dog. Nice big inhale. Exhale, flutter the lips. And we're going to hold here for a moment. Building downward dog, pushing into the pads of the fingers. Biceps are by the ears, maybe pedaling out the feet, continuing to open up through the backside of the body, the calves, the hamstrings, the hips. And on the next inhale, slowly walking the feet to the outsides of the hands, bending the knees as much as you need. We're coming into our malasana, which is our yogi squat. If you have a block or a cushion, you can set it underneath your, there you go, underneath your bum. And it just helps you hold the weight and open up the chest. If you don't want to use the block, you can let it go. Either way, elbows are pushing into the knees. Gaze is in front of you. Your toes are most likely off the mat or very close to the edge of the mat. This is a very wide squat. If this is too much, you can just come to a more of a standard squat. Either way, we're really trying to engage the hips and open up the hips and use the lower body muscles. So find what feels good for you. And once you arrive, nice tall spine. Again, imagine there is a gold string coming out through the crown of the head, elongating the spine and relaxing the face when you find that sweet spot. We always want to be on the edge of curiosity. So we don't want to feel pain. And this is a challenging posture. If you find you're up on your toes, you definitely want to use a cushion or a block. One more breath here. It's almost over. Exhale, let it go. Slowly push the glutes all the way up to the sky. Wide forward fold, letting the head be heavy. And just slowly rocking the hips back and forth, opening up into that space. Heel toe the feet in. So they are about shoulder width apart. Bring the left hand down. You can also use a block here if you'd like to bring the earth a little bit closer. Inhale, right arm opens. If you can bring the gaze to the sky. If not, you can keep the gaze down. If this is too much, you can bring the hand to the lower back. Full expression. Right arm's coming up to the sky. Gaze follows. Exhale, drop the right arm down. We're going to switch sides. Left hand comes all the way up to the sky. Gaze follows. Try to keep your hips centered towards the floor. This is too much. The lower hand can come to the hand can come to the lower back. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Remove the block. We're going to step back into our chaturanga and move through our vinyasa, meeting in a child's pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, plant the knees down, wide knees on the mat, and exhale, slowly come into our child's pose. Big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Feel the support of the earth. Notice the heart rate. One of the themes for today's class is around letting perfection get in the way of progress. Knowing that it just takes one step to start something, and if we're constantly trying to make sure everything's perfect, you may never begin. So whether that is coming to this practice and not having the right space, maybe it's something you want to try at work, maybe it's a new hobby. My invitation for you is to just begin and not let the perfection get in the way of starting. Nice big inhale here, exhale, release. We're going to slowly walk the hands up. So we are in a seated position. Kicking the feet out to the side, coming into a seated posture. Legs extend, removing the meaty part of the glutes. Coming into a nice gentle forward fold, arms up overhead, exhale, hinging at the hip, reaching as far as you can. You don't want to round the spine. So if this is as far as you can go, that's fine. And you want to either come to the toes, the ankles, or the tops of the thighs, but just trying to create a nice long stretch through the hamstrings and up through the back. Again, this is not a flexibility contest. This is just about opening up through the back body and breathing here. This is a really intense stretch. If you have a strap, this is also a great opportunity to use a strap. I'll grab mine to show you. So again, moving the meaty part of the glutes, taking the strap, wrapping it around where the bones of the toes connect to the foot, and you can use that to pull forward. And right away, you should notice that this helps you with your posture because you're not so focused on supporting that part. You can really use the strap to help you come into the posture. So if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt or even a tie or a tie from like a house coat works too. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Exhaling, folding a little deeper. 1 more big inhale, exhale, fold a little deeper. Exhale, release, come all the way up. Letting the strap go, taking the right leg over the left, gently working some twists today. Taking the right arm behind the body, left elbow hooks to the right knee, gentle spinal twist here. Left foot is active. If you are cranking your neck, that's not the point of this posture. We're coming into a gentle twist from the spine. So you can use your gaze to help your body open, but you are looking to keep a proud chest here. So if this is as far as you go, that's fine. If you're looking to come a little deeper, you can use the arm to push the knee and the hand can support the glute. Once you find your full expression, holding here for 2 more breaths. Nice big inhale to elongate the spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. 1 more big breath here. Exhale, release, gentle counter twist over to the left. Nice and gentle. Bringing the right foot now onto the inside of the left thigh. Gently taking the left hand onto the inside of the left foot. Right arm comes up and over, bending the elbow. Nice stretch towards the left foot. Gaze comes up under the armpit towards the ceiling. Now, gentle transition here. Inhale, right arm reaches all the way back. Left swings forward, lift the hips, pushing through the left heel, the right hand, and gently coming back down. Extending the right leg forward, coming into the same twist that we started with, or excuse me, the same fold. Taking the strap, or if you do not have a strap, just reaching, hinging at the hip, slowly release down. We'll prepare for the other side. Gentle inhale, exhale, release. 1 more time, nice big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Releasing the straps, releasing the feet. Left foot comes over the right knee. Left hand plants behind you. Right elbow hooks to the left knee, gently pushing. Right hand can come to the left glute, or you can keep it up. Inhale here to twist from the core. We're not cranking the neck. Right foot is active. Big inhale, exhale, twist a little deeper. 1 more big inhale here. Exhale, twisting a little deeper. Slowly coming for a counter twist over to the right. This is often my favorite part of that stretch. Left foot to the inside of the right leg. Now that you know where we're going, right hand grabs the inside of the right foot. Left arm reaches all the way up and over. Gaze comes under the armpit, looking towards the sky. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, let it go. 1 more big breath. And on the exhale, slowly planting the left foot down, right arm swings all the way through, pushing through the left hand and the right heel, looking up towards the sky. And exhale, slowly come back down. Extending the left foot in front, planting the left foot and the right foot down. Arms come out in front of you. Nice tall spine here. Slowly start to exhale and make our way down onto the mat. Slowly, slowly engaging the core, letting the head be heavy. Bringing the right and left knee in towards the armpits, taking the hands, holding the inside of the feet, and holding for happy baby. Maybe rocking back and forth, gently massaging the spine. Maybe just holding in the center, doing whatever feels good for you. You can also extend one foot and then the other, opening up through those hamstrings, whatever feels good for you. Releasing the feet down, gentle bridge pose here. Hands should be able to touch the backs of the heels. Again, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and imagine planting them into the earth. The whole spine is touching the mat. I like to face my palms up towards the sky, or you can place them down on the mat just to help you push, whatever feels best for you. Gentle inhale here, fill the belly with air, and on the exhale, push through the heels, lifting the glutes. Now, if you'd like to interlace the hands underneath, you can open up the chest a little more that way, pushing through the heels of the feet. Just doing what feels good for you here. Exhale, release the hands. If you've brought them underneath, come up on the toes and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lowering down onto the mat. Slowly, slowly coming down. Bringing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a gentle hug, rolling back and forth. And when you feel ready, extending the legs and arms out for Shavasana. I like to lift the meaty part of my glute out of the way, plant my feet down on the earth, letting the heels be heavy, feeling the shoulders, the elbows, the backs of the hands, and the head on the mat. Closing the eyes down. Bringing one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, coming back to that intention. So we take a moment here in Shavasana. Big belly breath, expanding the ribs, the chest. Exhale, let it go, and just melt into a moment of silence. Slowly starting to wiggle the toes, the fingers, looking from one side to the other with the neck, keeping the eyes closed, just rolling gently, massaging the back of the head. And when you feel ready, rolling onto your fetal position, into a fetal position, whichever side feels best for you. Resting the ear on the bicep. And just holding here for a moment. Nice big inhale into the belly, exhale, let it go. Taking that intention one last time and placing it on our inner altar, our anahata, our heart. Imagining a beautiful green light in the heart center. Breathing into that intention, remembering one foot in front of the other. Don't let your own judgment and perfection get in the way of starting something or doing something that brings you joy. One more big inhale. Exhale, letting it go. And gently pushing into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed or eyes drawn down, whatever feels best for you. Coming into the same position we started class. Bringing the hands to the tops of the knees. Palm down if you want to stay grounded. Palms open if you would like to receive. Nice tall spine, noticing how you feel. Big inhale, arms come up overhead. One last time, palms touch, gently bringing the hands down to heart center, pushing the thumbs into the chest, bowing the head to close out our practice today. Thank you so much for taking your time for yourself and meeting me here on the mat. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you on our next virtual vinyasa.